Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the DX Zetsumeriser from Kamen Rider 01. It's kind of funny, like by the time this comes out, it's a premium Bandai item. By the time it comes out, they don't even use it in the show anymore. But basically, Jin and Hirobi would slap this thing on an unsuspecting human gear to transform them into the monster of the week, and then 01 would battle them. But it does come with two DX Progrise keys, the Dodo Magia, I guess Zetsumeriser keys, sorry. Dodo Magia and Mammoth Magia, which is pretty cool. And it also comes with alternate cracked faceplates, because when they would put these in on the show, it would crack the Progrise key. And then on the back, it just kind of shows Jin and Hirobi again, and then the two monsters that were created from using this. You can see that 6 watch batteries are included for the Progrise keys, but you do need 2 AAA batteries for the Zetsumeriser itself. Otherwise, packaging's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead, get out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here's everything you get in the box. Here is the Zetsumeriser. Now, to be fair, it does come with a strap, obviously, that you can feed through here. And it also comes with one of those plastic squares to have the two loops of the belt kind of overlap and peg together on the back. I never bother taking the loops and stuff out of the box because I can't wear these, so I don't bother. But just know that it does come with 2 belt straps and the plastic square to connect them in the back. But otherwise, here is the Zetsumeriser. Here's a little panel you open up right here to put in your 2 AAA batteries. Otherwise, you have an on and off switch right here. Speakers right here. Some really nice metallic silver paint. Metallic red paint as well. There is the eject button right here. And you can see how that kind of lets that go. So when the key comes in, that clips into one of these little many grooves that they have throughout, and then when you hit that button, it loosens it so it can pop right out. And then this is the button that kind of activates the sounds and whatnot. So pretty cool there. Then you have the Dodo Magia Zetsumeriser key. Looks pretty good. Have your robotic dodo. So they are full DX keys, number 109. That's where you pull the tab out for the batteries, which are included. And then you have the Mammoth Magia Zetsumeriser key. So very cool. Obviously, you also get these really beautiful cracked plates. It's kind of etched in and then painted with silver paint. It looks really, really, really good. And taking them off is actually pretty simple. I think you can pull them off this way, but I think it's easier just to kind of do it like I open it up first. And then you just kind of lightly pop it out of there. And then you just take the new one and you just pop it right in. Pretty simple. So, I don't know. Like, obviously you want to use the crack plates with the Zetsumeriser, but these are full DX keys. So I don't know if it matters, like if I use this one, if I put it in the 01 driver, I don't think it should have a problem. It's not like anything sticks out. It's not any higher than, it's not raised at all or anything like that. But that's just crazy beautiful. That's really, really nice. So here are the regular key plates. I'm going to just put them off to the side, and then we'll go ahead and check this out. So as you heard before, you get 2 sounds out of these normally. When you turn this on, it kind of makes that weird staticky sound for quite a while, which is a little weird. But what you're going to do is you're going to hit this button. That's going to put it in like standby mode. So it says Zetsumerise. Hit it again. Zetsumetsu. I believe the Zetsumetsu comes from the key, and then I think the Nova comes from the Zetsumeriser itself. Sadly, that's kind of it for functionality, but we'll hit the button again. I mean, it's not a ton of functionality, but I think it kind of makes sense because in the show they would literally just transform, you get that sound, and then maybe they did one kind of attack, which you get that sound as well. But it looks good. I mean, this thing lines up, the cracked plate, it all looks really, really cool. Hit this button here, and that like ejects it, so you can take it out. And then we'll try it again with Mammoth. So pretty much the same functionality for both keys. It just says Zetsumeriser and then Zetsumetsu Nova. It's not like it's really different for either. But if you try a Progrise key instead of a Zetsumeriser key, so there you'll hear the individual phrases of the key itself. So that's kind of cool. You'll get the sound from the key itself, and then you'll get the Nova from the Zetsumeriser. And just to show it off, if you have like a candy toy or a Gashapon, because they're not a DX and they just have the button on the end, so it still says Zetsumeriser. You heard it say O's ability and kind of did the ding 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 for the medals. I must not hit it hard enough there. So you can hear that it doesn't really line up at all. Basically all this is doing is hitting the buttons down here. When you push that in, you can see how it's hitting that button at the bottom. So it will hit this, but because it's just one big button, it's just gonna, it's just gonna cycle through, so it doesn't really work. So unfortunately, this thing really only works with DX keys. Alright, well these are full DX keys, so we're going to go ahead and try them in the other various items. It's kind of cool to see the face with the like gouge in it in the in the driver. It's kind of neat. So that does work fully, since it is a DX key, which is very nice. There you go. Brandish those giant tusks.
Zetsumetsu. Impact. Bitch rise. Fight rise. Kilo rise. Mega rise. Giga rise. Terra rise. Zetsumetsu. Terra impact.
So there you go. Pretty cool. Alright, now we'll check them out in the Shot Riser.
Shot rise. Zetsumetsu. Blast. Zetsumetsu. Blast.
So you do get the full range of sound effects there, since it is full DX. Very, very cool. Put him off to the side and try Mammoth.
Shot rise. Zetsumetsu. Blast. Zetsumetsu. Blast.
Oops. So there you have it. Pretty cool sounds. Next up, we will try the Force Riser. Alright, so we'll start first with Dodo. So transformation sound effect, not as exciting as a full Progrise key, but it is what it is.
Zetsumetsu. Utopia. Zetsumetsu. Utopia.
Sadly, Mammoth sound effects will probably be exactly the same.
Zetsumetsu. Utopia. Zetsumetsu. Utopia.
So, unfortunately, not that exciting in the Force Riser, but not bad. Next, we'll try it in one of the attached weapons.
Progrise key confirmed. Ready to utilize. Zetsumetsu ability. Zetsumetsu. Zetsumetsu.
A little bit of a disconnect there. The one sound doesn't perfectly line up with the other.
Charge rise. Zetsumetsu. Full charge. Zetsumetsu. Charge rise.
Now we'll try Mammoth.
Progrise key confirmed. Ready to utilize. Zetsumetsu ability. Zetsumetsu. Blade rise. Zetsumetsu. Charge rise. Zetsumetsu. Full charge. Zetsumetsu.
Second one lines up a little bit better.
Charge rise.
Alrighty, and there you have that. So at the end of the day, I think this is pretty fun. This is definitely something that was prominently featured in the show for the kind of first couple episodes, and it's definitely not something I think would have worked as a retail release because it's just a little too niche, but it's definitely something that's awesome to have. I love these Progrise keys, or sorry, Zetsumeriser keys. The cracked plates are just so beautiful, really nicely done, fantastically painted. I mean, the way it's etched in there, it just really, really looks good. And it's kind of neat to get DX versions of these keys, which previously, we've only had Candy Toy or Gashapon versions of. So very cool to get DX ones, and because they're full DX, they're compatible with all the other items as I showed you, which is really cool. I mean, to be fair, Zetsumeriser keys, the sounds are usually pretty similar to each other. They're not as individual or unique as like the Progrise keys are, but I still think they're really cool. This set was a little pricey. I don't want to say it was ridiculous, but from what I remember, it was like a little bit more than I think it should be. It would have been neat to kind of throw maybe some extra phrases or something in here. Not that I can even understand them, but just to have it do a little bit more, because I know it's got limited functionality, but I think that makes sense for the show because they would literally slap it onto Humagear, they would transform, maybe they had an attack. They weren't like switching keys out or doing a bunch of crazy stuff with this like a full driver. It was like a transformation device, for the monster of the week. So I understand why it doesn't have a ton of functionality in that respect, but it would have been kind of neat to just kind of have like a phrase mode or maybe put some phrases in the keys or something like that. I don't know. So it was just a little bit pricey, but I still think it's a lot of fun. And like I said, these faceplates, I don't even know that I'll ever put these regular faceplates on again. I love that they're included. I'm glad they give you the option. Kind of a before and after situation, but these just look so cool. And I'm really glad they're doing some more like follow-up Zetsumeriser key sets. I think 4 keys at a time that also come with the regular and cracked versions, and they're meant to be used with this. So that's very cool, and I'm excited for that. But yeah, at this point, this was a premium Bandai item, so if you're looking for this, I would say probably Hobby Link. No. Yahoo Japan auctions or Mandarake. Probably your best bet for something like this. So yeah, if you're interested, go ahead, check it out. Go if you can hunt one down for a reasonable price. I definitely think it's worth having in your collection. So that will do it for this one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.